Leo, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot, and it is a message for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. This is an energy reading, guys, so take it where and how it resonates in your life. It's your message. That's why you called it into you. That's why if you're not a Leo and this has popped up on your feed, 100%, it's your message. It's an energy reading, so it only pop up if you needed to hear it. And this is where your message begins. Something stalled, something not working out, no matter how much work you put into it. That's what the Seven of Pentacles means. There's just this sense of, I ain't getting nowhere. I'm treading water, but I'm not getting any place. So it's almost like, or it could represent disappointment in how something has turned out. 7 is definitely the energy of work, of making something happen, right? 7 days, 7 nights. This is the energy of manifesting something into reality, but the hard work of it, right? And 7 of Pentacles kind of like looks at it and says, I've worked hard, but it's like, why is it still wilted? I don't get it. It's not for lack of work. It might just be for lack of insight into what the heck is going on. But there's so many other cards that came out. So let's keep going. This is actually at the bottom of what came out. So let's see. Let's start first and foremost. Oh, separation. Blindsided by something, confused by something, maybe keeping yourself in isolation, worry, fear that keeps you isolated, feeling taken advantage of, feeling like really used, right? Dumped, fired, laid off, that kind of energy of like, and you didn't see it coming, or because it happened to you, there's isolation, like feeling that. Reflecting upon that, this is during the Mercury retrograde. This could have been over the past 4 weeks, or it could last for another 4 weeks, but there's a sense of reflecting upon being dumped or being hurt or being misled or mistreated. And okay, this is actually kind of, well, it could lead to rumination, so keep that at the top of your mind. You don't want to ruminate on stuff, but because that becomes making you sick, right? But retrogrades are definitely like almost like, I need to put this to rest. I need to tie up the loose ends, make amends with myself, with this energy. It's almost like going over the situation, like, or things coming up or information coming up so that you can tie up loose ends with regards to a situation that could make you very happy, or it could make you very happy, or you'll be very happy once you are able to kind of reconcile. And it doesn't mean that you're reconciling, finding some sort of reconciliation with the person, but it means that you're coming to a resolution. It could have something to do with a family matter or house, home, connection with somebody that made you very happy, or just moving forward, a sense of being happy, or there's happiness in your future, walking toward it, maybe even putting family and friends first right now, to take off your burden. It could even mean visiting home, going home, reconnecting, maybe reflecting upon home. This sense of, it's almost like you may be ruminating because you could be stuck in the reminiscence of the way that you remember it, and we never remember it accurately, or the way that it used to be, right? Almost like I want to go back there because you're kind of reflecting on it. So there's sort of there could be some sadness here. Yeah, 100% disappointments, right? A sense of, and it's why, because you're comparing what actually happened to the way you wanted things to go, the way you thought things were going to go, or even the way that they were for a while, right? This like the good times. And it's making you not see something that's very valuable and loving with you right now. There's the 3 of Cups there. That's done. It's over with, but you're sort of focusing on what's over with instead of what you have, what is being offered to you. And there's something being offered to you. Could be another fire sign, could be you, just a sense of looking forward, finding confidence to look forward. Somebody that you're very attracted to. This could also represent, because the Queen of Wands often represents somebody who is very attractive. Queen and King of Cups, but this is kind of like the starlight, the diva. If this is another person, I can tell you that they're not thinking at all about you. They're not ruminating at all. They're just sort of like looking forward and trying to figure stuff out. But let me say this, and I don't give a if you're petty. I don't care. You can be as petty as you want here and in the comments. Go ahead, be petty. It is not working out for them. if this is another person, they're looking toward the future all kind of confidently, but everything that they try isn't working out. So let me also say this, warning, if this is a romantic situation, they could want to come back, but they don't want to come back. They want you back because something that they were looking toward is not working. So let me say this, if you get that phone call, you get that text, it's 100% because they're desperate, right? They want some attention, right? They need your eyes on them, and clearly you thought a lot of them, right? So there's just this energy of watch out, because you could get stuck in that trap of seeing them in that 10 of Cups place as opposed to what it really ended up being, and they could be like reflecting upon like somebody's calling you or trying to make resolution from the past and remind you of the past and saying, hey, take a leap of faith, but it will only disappoint you again. You will only end up in a situation where you've lost money because you bet on the wrong person again. Something will not grow. Something will not be taken care of. Let me just say that big old warning. That's why you're getting the message. Hello. Oh, bitch. You better bet the fuck up. I was holding on to these two cards the whole time because I didn't even peek. Bam. See, this is where you get the clarity of the devil. This is where you slay the devil. This is where you talk to the devil. This is where you see it. This is where you own it. This is where you know it. This is where you realize. And this is your opportunity, God is saying, when the universe allows for that connection to come back, for that person to reach out again, for your company, your boss, whatever it is, to reach out to you again. This is your opportunity to get out of this by feeling victimized and instead slay, baby, slay. This is your opportunity to slay, but honey, you're going to hear from those people again. This is your opportunity to slay. There is a demon you're going to have to face, and it always comes from really within. It's fear. You have to slay your connection, your addiction to this person. It could very well be something that is addictive, something or some situation that you're stuck on. But this would be realizing it and admitting it and facing it. So, that's always good. But it's like, yeah, you become conscious of a grip on you or a hold on you. You become conscious of that. And so that's really interesting energy. Where do we go from here? What happens? You're between worlds. So let me say this to you. Let's have a little counseling session. The universe knows that you're in transition. They know, and this is a very vulnerable period for anybody as they go through a transition period. You're going from one stage of your life into another, and baby, it looks beautiful. This is like that scene in Wizard of Oz, right? It was all sepia after her house had landed. She went thud after the tornado, and it was real black and white before then, but then all of a sudden the black and white changed, like something had happened but you didn't see it yet, right? That's her transition phase before she opens the door to that wonderful world of Oz. And I'm not trying to extend the metaphor into fantasy or whatever. I'm talking about just the color. Things are shifting, right? They're in that transition phase. And it's actually a very vulnerable phase to be in. So the universe knows that you're in a vulnerable stage in your life. They know that you're vulnerable right now because you have to change. You have to make a change. This is a transition for you. But the universe is coming through real fucking clear here. So listen up, gut. You're headed to someplace beautiful. Where you are headed is so much more beautiful than where you came from. And at this point, we're tempted to go back, right? You're tempted to go back. I'd be tempted to go back because it's familiar, because it's safe, because maybe you still have the fantasy of what it was and you're in love with that, or you're still engaged or involved with that, but it's a fantasy. What's ahead is really actually quite beautiful, and is almost just like you might be afraid that it's not going to work out. That's what I just saw together. Afraid that it's not going to work out. Realizing maybe you stuck yourself into a situation or you've not taken a chance or you've not moved forward because you're afraid it's not going to work out. It is going to work out. It's going to work out. It's going to be beautiful. Not moving forward with the same old. You got to let that old shit go. That's something that I have been finding in all of my readings this week is the old shit is blocking the door to your new world. And you've got to move it out of the way because that doorway is there and it is unlocked. So you can open it. You just got to get your shit out of the way before you can open it. So that's what the universe is calling you to move that shit out. And we're inclined to be like, no, I'm gonna stay. I love my shit. I love my shit. Move it the fuck out of the way. Throw it out because it's not making you happy. It may be making you satisfied. It may be pleasuring you. It's not making you happy. You got to remove that from your way and get through because can you please just like, you're afraid to make a phone call. You're afraid to call somebody. And I know that I'm talking to Leo here. But you're really stuck in your headspace. The devil means you are really addicted to something. Could be something, someone, some concept. But that's why it's like you're having such a hard time making things happen. Or you honestly feel like 11:11. You honestly feel like it's not going to work. It is so going to work. It's so beyond what you've experienced. It's not the same. You're not the same. That's how I know this, because you're not the same. There has been an energy shift. You're not the same, especially with that beautiful new moon in Leo, and the fucking new moon was right across from Pluto. Bitch, you don't come in opposition with Pluto and make it out the same. You must transform when you're in opposition. And on a new moon too, bitch, shut the fuck up. On a new moon too? That's crazy. That energy is like profound new beginning. It's a whole new you. It's a whole new start. Because Pluto don't do halfway there. Pluto is the planet that represents death and rebirth, which means the old is done, baby. It's over. There is no old you left except for in your memory. So you're just keeping yourself stuck. Also, the old shit that you experienced, it's just over with. It's completely done. And then you move through that portal to a brand new life. So that's how I know there's something beautiful here. And if you're afraid that it won't work out, it's based on what you're still stuck to in the past, not what the future is showing for you. Because what the future is showing for you in Leo energy is actually quite beautiful. Just let you know. Hey, the energy is gaining momentum. This started a while ago. This could have been at the beginning of the year. I don't know. I don't know the exact timeline here, but the energy is gaining momentum. Something new started and it's just happening now. So I feel like this has been happening for a while, and then it's like adjustments are required. This has been a couple of moon phases. This has been maybe a couple months, maybe a month and a half too. Like this is like, yeah. Like the energy is gaining momentum. Adjustments are required. Okay. You got to do something now. I think back a while ago, you didn't have to do anything. Things were unfolding, but it's almost like, no, you got to adjust your perspective at this point. Do you see the common theme of halfway? Oh, don't be stuck halfway because you think, oh, it's never going to work. Please do not do that to yourself. Please allow yourself to keep moving forward. Like I said, I keep hearing, make that phone call, make that phone call, make that phone call, or whatever it is subsequently. No, this is the universe. It kind of came out this way. No, but it was supposed to be here. This is like, it's real. It's so true. Do it. That's what it is. Do it. This is almost like, but the universe isn't going to do it for you. You've got to move. You've got to move. But the universe has made it clear which direction it wants you to move. So please make that decision because this is the right move. I feel it. You feel it. You feel it. Let it pull you. You're being pulled. Stand your ground. Something wasn't going right in the past. That's also that 7 energy, right? This sense of don't back down. Don't back down. You could be being stubborn, right? this sense of I don't want to give it up because it's what I want, right? But I think more or less the universe is saying, please don't back down. Find your faith in this and move forward in the direction that you are feeling it right now. I am feeling it with you. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Can we give another sign or symbol to confirm what we're talking about? Because I know there are naysayers out there. Sign or symbol to confirm. What is it? Pisces? Your dreams? Something intuitive? Something kind, caring, creative? Something to do with the moon? Could be Cancer energy. You're drawn to it. You intuitively understand it. You know it. You just have to trust that pull. This is very feminine energy. There's been communication, but it may not have been clear communication. Maybe you've been dreaming about somebody or something, but it's come to you. Maybe somebody has talked to you or spoken to you in your dreams. Have they done that? Right? Or you've been spoken to in your dreams. This is waking up from a fantasy. This is talk that's real talk. It challenges your fantasy and your comfort zone. Also, no, hold on. What were we saying? Okay, Leo, okay. We have wellness. The recovery of health and wellness is here. The recovery of health and wellness is here. The recovery of health, and you're putting yourself back together again, and it's got to do mostly with the heart chakra. That's your chakra. Leo represents the heart chakra, or the heart chakra is associated with Leo energy. Le coeur, the heart. And the heart is not the emotion. The heart is God's megaphone inside of you, is where the voice of God constantly resounds. That's your heart. When you follow heart, you're following God. And by God, I mean the universe and the everything, not the traditional, like I don't, however you define God is up to you. That's up to you. I don't define God for you, right? You define God for you. But I'm saying that's the God connection, the God link is through our hearts. So, and that's what you rule, really, a very, very important kingdom, if you think about it. So I just heard this. God made it very clear. It's healing your heart. Your heart is healing. Let's go to the extended. It's a good time.